So let's set sail out of London. Cross off, launch, full ahead. I quite like the logbook in the bottom left, which just gives you little bits and pieces of information as time passes and you reach new areas. Bad Staverner's West. Who the hell is Bad Staverner? Now I want this is the thing. You want to know this kind of information about people. So you can actually, I always forget this. You can dock with these lightships. Discovered Rowena's Rocks. Good for me. There's Rowena's Rocks. That's not really a lot to that, really, is there? That's all I can really say. Battle. There's nothing to fight here. I hope. Right, dock. Let's talk to these guys. Far from home. Light ship. Its clear, bright beam warms the way, so I can speak to the crew if I want to give them recent news. Or I can purchase... No. Yeah, let's give them the news. They long for news of home. In the bleaching glare of the lens, amongst the smell of oil and metal, you sip tea and chat. The Z's terror recedes. You now have one Z story, you've lost one terror, and you've lost one recent news. I like having Z stories, because they're a way of telling stories in inns as well, which is just useful because it ingratiates you with people. Oh, I love that word. Ingratiate. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, I don't know if I'm using it correctly, but I love the sound of it. That's like the weirdest, it's the weirdest little things that you can enjoy. Alright, so if you sail past Rowena's Rocks, there's a couple of bats, but nothing that's any problem. Ooh, we have here an auroral megalops, which has just lost me because I turned my light off. Oh, it spotted me, and now it's certainly spotted me. Boom. One more shot. Bonk. Boom. There we go. All clear. Fed the crew, which is a shame really because I'm about to eat with this. Butcher it for supplies or dissect it for knowledge. Well, I have 11 supplies and 0 hunger, so I'm going to go with knowledge. 81% chance of success based on my pretty good pages. 27 my okay pages. So go. It's not dead. You haul it aboard and set to work with your knives and acids, and it flops unexpectedly into life. Sailors rush to your aid with guns and boarding pikes. By the time they've finished, you're unharmed, but there's not much left of the beast. You tip it reluctantly into the Z. Really, I got the 19% fail chance. Oh well. Close the gazetteer. The thing is, there's fails and there's critical fails as well. And if you get critical fails, you're getting start accumulating injuries. 3 injuries will kill your captain. And having too many injuries, will stop you from doing certain plots or certain events as they pop up. So here we have Mutton Island, which I'll just pop into because I'm sailing south, but I'm not sailing anywhere important. Blue lightning crawls leisurely up the funnel. St. Erasmus dancing, the cry goes up. So we've got St. Erasmus's fire. Quaker's Haven on Mutton Island. Just docking here. Fires on the hillside. Once this simple fishing village was part of London suburbs, before London fell and the waters rushed in. Alright, so this is like the external part of London. Drink at the Cock and Magpie, pick up a wretched mog, or explore the shore, or chat to the fishermen, or visit the tilt-up above town. Frankly, there's a lot of options here. Right, so this cost me 20 echoes. I'm going to assume it's the lower terror. So I kind of don't want to do that one. Pick up a cat. 3 supplies to pick up a cat to replace the comatose ferret. Let's do it. Let's go. I've got loads of supplies. A yellow-eyed, mangy piebald thing winds around your ankles like a manacle chain. You've never seen a cat's mouth open that wide. Presumably it's hungry. It jumps down from your arms and disappears into the darkness of the ship. An hour later, 5 brutally executed rats are found on the foredeck. Appoint your new mascot. Yeah, that's just. I'll just appoint the cat to the position of mascot of the ship. Officers, so what do you give? Its perpetual ill temper does not endear it to the crew, but it does make an effective ratter. Oh, and it gives me +2 iron rather than the +1 heart. But let's pop that in there. Now I'm 27 iron now, which is useful. Means I do a bit more damage. I'm a little lower on hearts, but I can deal with that. Oh, I should probably talk to the plausible surgeon at some point, because he'll have his own quest as well. Quests coming out my ass. With all these objectives. Have I got enough? Speak to. So, this is the leveling system in this game. You collect secrets by filling this bar, which is fragments. When you have enough fragments, you get a secret. You spend those secrets with your officers to get points in things. So with the plausible surgeon, I can get points in pages, which is... I'm going to hold on to that secret for now, just because I only have one. Well, let's find out about him. Hello, my dear. Sit down carefully. Just let me tidy away these implements. We don't want any carelessness, do we? Oh, good. It comes off as creepy just from how I think about his voice. Ask about his desires, ambitions. Go. He's travelled far and seen all manner of wound and malady. But is there anything left for him to discover? Any place he wishes to go? The Shellonate. You know it. They collect corpses. He shifts in his seat. Vast, noble, complicated corpses. What I could learn, what I could see. My dearest captain, if we ever found ourselves in Shellonate, I do hope you might see fit to release me from our arrangement. The Shellonate can be found somewhere in the far east of the Untersee. So basically, whenever you start this game, depending on your background, you have one of your slots filled with a low-level character, like this guy, who just gives me +1s instead of like +5s, +10s or whatever, who will all have very simple quests, like just take them to a place and drop them off. And then they complete their quest, you get some stuff from it, usually fragments, I think. Fragments and secrets. Continue. But then that's, it introduces you to the idea of the characters having their own storylines. A lot of the characters you'll meet who aren't your starting characters tend to have multi-part quests. So you'll invite them in for dinner with you. You'll sit and talk. They'll say, "Bring me this." You bring them that. They say, "Okay, bring me this now." And then this. Then take me here. Then we'll do this. There's a couple who are really cool. There's a couple who I haven't got very far in because they want really complicated and annoying things. But we'll find out later. Right. Drink. I don't want to drink. Explore the shore. Or visit the hilltop of town. Because that, when something awaits you... Right. Let's visit the hilltop, because it's a challenge. It might have something a bit more interesting. There's not much wind on the Untersee, but Mutton Island suffers every gust and buffet from an inexplicably local fragment of weather, and the air on the hilltop sometimes carries interesting scents. Oh, it's like being where I'm from. I'm from north of England. It's just there's wind. No matter where you go, there's wind howling from somewhere. Toasting the wind, you stand on a cliff top, looking over the little village. Smoke from the chimney of the cock and magpie drifts straight upwards. As you watch, the smoke tilts. The sudden wind thins it to a pencil smudge, then nothing. The wind screams unexpectedly, like a god cut in half. What a noise! It must be the caves around the island channeling the air. At least, that's the most comforting explanation. Below you, the locals each take nips from a shared flask and make a toast towards the mainland. The wind is southerly. 24 fragments. Succeeded a page challenge, huzzah for me, and gained 2 terror. Well, that doesn't seem positive at all. So I can drink or I can chat. I'll chat because it cost me 1 echo. They sail the zero on the island. They mend their nets by the harbour. They see all that happens here, and you'll need coins to open their mouths. Little ships and little secrets, pirates plying the waves, smugglers at their work, K-Nate ships putting in to resupply. Nothing dramatic, but enough to interest the Admiralty. So I got my port report for Quaker's Haven, and I lost 1 echo. Well, I think it's a fair trade, since that'll give me the last point of Admiralty I need to talk to someone a bit more important. I don't want to drink there, so I'm leaving. Oh my god. Why is fuel twice as expensive here? That's ridiculous. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? No. Leaving. I'm leaving. Bye. Right, I'm going to hug the east side of the map, just to make sure I don't run into anything too dangerous. Because the east side of the map is fixed, it tends to not have anything too bad. See, we've seen pirate ships, we've seen the megalops, and we've seen bat swarms. That's about all you're going to see. Ooh. Little ships throng the waters here. The crew grows wistful. They swap old stories of sunlit sea. We draw near to Crimean Channel, the way to the surface. Ooh, that sounds like a place that I should be visiting. Oh, look, the Crimean Channel. It's literally right bloody here. Seriously. Canal, sorry. So the Albertine Gates. So this is the canal system you can use to go up to the surface. It's not an end of the game kind of thing, but it's like a big mid-game, late game thing, I think, because it requires like, a load of supplies. It requires items that you can't get straight away in the game. So I'm just going to put in Ingenuity Harbour. I've got another events awaiting us ashore, so that should be good. Just slow down a touch and dock. Here the dark water runs down from the surface, from a brighter sea. The canal ascends through lock and gate and shadowed turn to the sunlight of the surface. So to travel to the surface needs, 2 supplies, yearning burning no more than 199, 22 fuel. 22 fuel, that's, oh my god. I can't even afford 22 fuel right now. Listen for surface gossip, gather information for report. Well, that all seems useful. The ships of the surface linger here. This is their lifeline to a warmer place. Daylight. This would be a prime spot for a pub or wine shop, but the interests of the Echo Bazaar and the law of London prevent it. They don't like competition. Still, there are temporary, half-legal hostelries in long-moored ships. Here you trade stories with suntanned surface sailors, stories of Paris and Batavia, the lost fires and the final isles. You now have one vision of the surface, but that's all for now. So visions of the surface, again, it's like a story, it's something you trade with people, gather information. Many ships pass this way, but perhaps you'll pick up something they missed. Business as usual. The gate opens and shuts. The lock remains free from sabotage. If anywhere besides London is safe in all the undersea, it's here. The surface nations have an interest in keeping the way open. You now have a perfunctory report, the Camayan Channel. Camayan Channel. Canal, not channel. I have to stop saying channel. Continue. Got that. I can't travel to the surface. Don't want any of you. Shop. Again, super expensive here. Like the same price as it was in the last place we were at. And I can't buy a ship here. Of course I can't buy a ship here. But Terra's good, supplies are alright, fuel's good, hull's good, capacity's good, everyone's good, everything's good. Let's continue our sail south. Hopefully we'll find that college before too long.